Hello everyone, Josh first back again, bringing you guys some more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and today we're going to be going over a few leaks really quick. There might be some more leak videos coming as we get more news on whatever all the big patch note and all that good stuff was in the latest app update and the extended maintenance that we're having right now currently. But right now we do know that we have this accelerated melody, which shows a very peculiar character, which you can see clearly is Deathpierce. So very interesting, and you'll see it here again as well. Now this is, from my understanding, the season pass. I guess it's something that allows you over the course of time to do a few, several different missions, which allows you to unlock various rewards. So I guess it's 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross variation of a battle pass, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with if you play games like Fortnite, for example. So that's very interesting, but the most interesting part is Deathpierce is in that, and Deathpierce is not a character available yet on global. So let's go ahead and take a look at Deathpierce. Now this does not mean that this is going to be coming this update. It could be coming at a later update, but it's now in the global game files. So let's go ahead and look here at our boy Deathpierce. Holy Knight Deathpierce. He is a green type because green is just rolling all of global for some reason. Netmarble really loves their green characters apparently. Anywho, he is of course a human. He's an SSR rarity. He's green. You're going to notice his skills aren't really all that amazing. His passive is his most interesting thing to me because it decreases enemies' crit resistance and crit defense by 30%. So if you're running a unit like Jericho, for example, this pretty much nullifies the enemy's sub Gil Thunder. So if you run this guy in your sub slot, this guy is pretty much doing the job he needs to do. Now, granted, he's not lowering defense, but with Green Bond in the meta right now, you've kind of got that covered as well, plus Bond's lowering attack. So if you run a full green team, for example, like a full mono green team, alongside the new green Merlin, if you want to get really green, this is completely, alongside those other units, nullifying the enemy's Gil Thunder. So, very interesting. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this works in boss fights as well. If this does, that could also be very useful, to run in like Great Demon, for example, along with your Green King. That way he's going to crit more often, less crit defense, so you do a little bit more damage, etc., etc. So, could be very, very cool. Some usefulness out of that passive indeed. His skill sets themselves, though, this is where they come a little bit lackluster for me. If he could pick up a disable buff and debuff skills for like one turn on his rank 1, which I guess you could consider maybe a little bit broken, maybe not. I'll let you guys decide in the comment section below. Maybe if you took away the actual damage and just gave him the disable buff and debuff, he'd be a little bit better, because honestly, I don't like that he doesn't pick up anything until rank 2, and that really just makes the card a little less valuable to me, because we don't have Red Gothra in a game right now, so there is no real ranking up cards efficiently or consistently. So having to rely on getting a rank 2 constantly to even get that off for just one turn just doesn't seem very viable to me right now. But I'll let you guys, again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And then he has Shatter. Shatter ignores resistance, so of course he can do more pierce damage, which, only 20% base isn't that much. If he picks up more through Awakening, that's fine, but he doesn't have any skills that actually allows him to further increase his pierce rate anyways. Like, he doesn't have any 3 times pierce rate or anything to kind of, go alongside the Shatter. Now, if you would have picked it up in one of these, if you'd pick it up on a skill 1, and then you use your Shatter first to ignore resistance, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. No, really, honestly, so really, honestly, what he needs is he just needs something that could buff his pierce rate to make good use of that Shatter, because even with the skill 1, it wouldn't have mattered. It's unfortunate. He does have a nice multiplier, though, on his rank 3, but again, rank 3 cards, you're not going to be getting those all the time. You're not going to be even getting rank 2 cards all the time. You're going to be mostly using these rank 1 cards, so you need a lot of value from these rank 1 cards. And I'm just not really seeing it, unfortunately. So, yikes. And then his ultimate, it decreases attack-related stats by 30% for 3 turns. I mean, I do love that it's 3 turns, but with Blue King pretty much running around in almost everyone's team for at least the foreseeable future. as it stands. They could just completely just cleanse all that hard work away. Of course, if you do take out their king, that's one thing, but with the low multiplier, you're going to be feeding somebody else the cards for their ults over Deathpierce. So I'm not really feeling that either, and the multiplier for that is very low, 30%. I mean, this looks like a free-to-play unit. Like, this legit looks like, hey, this is a free-to-play SSR. That's what he looks like. Strong passive, weak everything else. So I don't know. That's my review on Deathpierce. You guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like I said, if you run him as a sub unit, that that tuning, his unique passive, whatever you want to call it, it does interest me. It does have a lot of usefulness on it, but is it worth building him all the way up to run him on your team for just that passive? You can let me know all that and more in the comment section below, because other units that we build up for their passives, they're either cheaper to build up because they're SRs or they're rares, or they have additional value in their skill sets, like Gil Thunder, for example, where he can also buff and has a pretty strong ultimate in certain stages, plus a shock on top of that, to go alongside his strong passive. So I don't know. You guys can let me know again in the comment section below. Can't wait to read those. Hope you guys like this little mini leak that we got. If we get any more, I'll try to release that in due time here today. So again, hope you all enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, check notifications, and join us in the Discord in the description below. Until next time, have an awesome day wherever you are. As always, peace.